What?
Yeah, I know.
10 miles from Guildford.
Well, about 12, I suppose.
A Red Indian brave. Oh, Sammy, I don't believe it.
Well, there it is.
Sioux or Cheyenne.
What?
Nobody's seen Apache nearer than Haywards Heath.
Now, look, Ooh.
Exactly.
What? You mean I'm off me chump?
Well, what do you think? Paddy?
I ain't saying a word.
No, well, you can't, can you? You was only half there, weren't you?
Was there?
Yeah, not in your head, you wasn't. You was out, concussed, dead to the world.
And you weren't.
Steve, I tell you, I saw him. Oh, what's the use? Look, why don't you just go away?
Well, I say this. It's an improvement on Little Green Elephants.
Oh, just scarper,
Oh,
can't you?
not until I've heard you tell this story to Paul.
No.
He'll be in a minute. He's only chatting up your doctor. You'll love it. Give him half a chance and he'll be starting up a posse.
Steve, any more cracks like that and you'll have to leave.
Sammy, it didn't really happen, did it?
Oh, I don't know. Look, I was just sitting there with my eyes closed, listening to the music. And then I heard the brake squeal, opened my eyes, and there was this tree right across the road.
Uh-uh.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
No tree.
No tree?
No tree.
Well, there must have been. We had it square on. Well, didn't we?
All right, leave me out, will you?
But it was there, right across the road.
Oh, there was a tree, but not across the road, upright. Where nature put it, you hit that square on.
Don't believe it.
Well, it seems to me we've got two different accidents.
But I saw it. You saw it. There.
Well, the police didn't, and if you think they're lying, call me Big Chief Hole in the Head.
Big Chief Hole in the Head.
Listen to this. What did you say?
Oh, nothing. His mind's wandering a bit.
Oh, that old thing. Listen to this. We reached the scene of the accident at 20 minutes after midnight.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. It was sighted 2 miles north of... Oh, that was little blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The car had skidded off the road and struck a tree on the verge.
Right so.
The occupants were dazed and suffering from shock, but... This is the bit. Showed no signs of intoxication.
Well, that's right.
Well?
Well, if you weren't drunk, what were you?
What have you got there?
The awful confessions of an ambulance driver's mate.
No style.
No, but succinct.
That's a word I've always wanted to use.
Yes. Well?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know.
Feathers?
That's right.
Why?
Search me. Mind you, they'd also nicked his shotgun, so he's far from pleased.
Oh, what would anybody want feathers for?
Stuffing something. Anyway, the farmer's carrying on in there now. You can ask him if you reckon get a word in.
No, I think I'll leave it to my imagination. Chickens?
Turkeys, mostly.
Really?
Found them this morning running around the bottoms all bare.
Sounds like something out of the Golden Bough.
What's that?
Oh, it's nothing, just my imagination creaking away.
You can lunch here if you like, sir.
Oh, thank you. Hey, duck in cream.
There goes our figure.
Curry a la Majestic. Well, I'm not complaining. Then after lunch, we'll go and have a look at Sammy's tree.
I thought you might want to do that.
Well, a tree that can pick itself up, stand upright with a car attached, doesn't happen every day, you know.
You want a change, sir? You going to lunch?
Yes, 2 for the duck.
Right.
With or without tail feathers?
Paul? Over here. Could this be Sammy's tree?
Well, 50 yards from where the accident happened. Hello, what's that?
Somebody's been having a picnic.
Recently?
Last night?
Oh, could be. Well, well. Big chief hole in the head.
Miss.
Look, why don't you shove off for once?
Thought it happened.
Drop dead.
My drawing pins.
I give them back to you, sir.
Oh, did you?
Ida, oh, blind Ida.
Today, Mervyn Davis, the big man with the sweatband, and on side on the other, chap with a sweatband, Mike Davis.
2 on chips in the metal workshop.
Don't tell me, tell Thumper, that's his department.
Yeah, well, I thought you ought to know.
Hey, Jones, when are you going to clean your teeth? What's your feet worried about anymore?
What do you want?
Can I have the keys to the metal workshop, sir?
What for?
Left me lighter there.
Forget it tomorrow.
But I need it tonight. Don't I, sir?
I say get it tomorrow. Won't hurt you to give up smoking for one night.
Thank you, sir.
Up, gentlemen.
Up?
Yes, Steve has worked her charms on your doctor, letting you out tonight.
Well, I'm not well, am I?
You men,
How do you know?
we booked rooms at the local pub. You'll be staying with us for a couple of days.
That's nice.
Oh, we will we? Why?
There's more I want to know. Not only were you concussed, you were nearly scalped.
Set upon, beaten up and robbed by what he claimed was a band of Red Indians.
Who did they say he was again?
Mr. Peter Morgan, company director of Little Green Godalming.
Godalming. It's hardly Indian territory, is it?
What did the law say about the Indian bit?
Oh, well, of course, they split their sides. The paper doesn't actually say that. Where is it? Yes, the police said that the victim was suffering from concussion and shock. They are nevertheless conducting inquiries.
It's about time.
Well, poor Mr. Morgan of Little Green Godalming, eh?
I know how he feels.
I wonder why you weren't robbed.
Perhaps Sammy didn't have anything they wanted in. Oh, don't be polite. Just say the coffee's undrinkable.
I think you upset him.
Me? I'm his partner. Saddle up the horses, Steve. Let's go see where Mr. What's-His-Name bit the dust.
Friends? From here?
Well, it had to come from somewhere.
But why from here?
Well, it's logical. I was down here earlier on in the evening on that judo lark, wasn't I?
That doesn't mean anything.
No, not by itself it don't. But suppose when they saw me in the car, they had to scarf because they thought I might recognise them. Well?
I'm sorry, but I just don't believe it.
Look, Mr. Wilson, I'm just telling you what happened. Now, there was a tree across the road because we thumped it, and there was someone around dressed as Red Indians because another geezer saw him last night. And they did swipe his gear and his car, but they left mine. Now, you can believe that or not as you like.
What do you want?
I'm sorry, sir. I wanted to talk to you.
Well, you can't. Chris! What is it, Chris? Is it important?
No.
Look, if it's about your father, he's coming down after tea.
Yes, sir.
You can have a couple of hours with him then. And Chris,
Sir?
don't look so cheerful about it. Well, what's wrong with you?
Well, he recognised me.
Of course he recognized you. He met you last time you came down, didn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Look, Sammy, I don't want to preach, but don't you think you're making too much of this? You had a nasty accident.
You mean I ought to forget it?
Of course not. There's probably some perfectly logical explanation.
Yeah, for a gang of Sioux Indians traipsing through Surrey.
Kids.
But not playing kids' games. They could have killed us.
That's why you think they came from here. Because of their records. Damn it, man, you've met them.
Yeah.
Don't you think you're tending to judge them by your standards?
Did you find anything?
Feathers. Lots of feathers. And a few tins.
And some time marks in the road.
There was a ball patch on the tread of the front offside. What does that mean?
Redskins shouldn't ride lame ponies.
Bad for the ponies.
No, easy for trackers. Paddy, tell me what happened that afternoon.
Oh, yeah. I took him to a school that afternoon. Well, I say a school. It's not a proper school as I know it, like with desks and blackboards and that, but it's more like an home, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I dropped him off there, went to Guildford to see the Skin and Blister.
Blister?
Sister.
Came back about 10 o'clock or so, picked him up, and then crash bang.
Wallop?
Yeah, what a picture.
Quite.
What was Sammy doing at the school anyway?
Well, he don't think they was trying to learn him anything. Look, it's one of them schools where all the kids like have been in the same sort of boat as Sammy.
Ah, an approved school.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where he's gone now?
Well, he was going to teach him judo. Can you imagine it, Sammy?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I warned him, didn't I? I said he ought to be careful. Kids like that doing judo, one of them would do him a right mischief.
His Irish mate is up there, but it's John Williams who saves. You can see how close Duggan got there. This is Duggan throwing in. Ireland, Scotland with McBride in the short jumping position. But it's going to be a fuel round the tail of the line out with McBride coming as the link man. Nudged forward.
What are you going to do, Chris? Dunno. You can run away. Here, I'll lend you Menrack if you like. What do I want with your old Enric? Just a thought. Will he do like he says? No. He'll get you. Stuff him. Had the whole school after you. Here, do you remember the Curse of the Wolf people? There was this bird, and they was all chasing after across the fields. And there's this one bloke with a spade. Have you spoken to our man yet?
No.
You better, it's tomorrow night. Why don't you bolt up?
You maggot! You got my belt!
That's Sanderson. You won't tell I'll be speaking to you, will you? Look, why don't you go over the wall? Look, Chris, why don't you?
Got nowhere to go.
Look, he'll get you.
Trouser!
Coming, me lord. It's not as if we're all decent villains, you know, sir. Oh, dear me, no. Some of us are here, some got mums and fathers. You take old Jenkins over there. That's his trouble. Nobody's called his own. You see her, it's now me, I'm all right. I've got a mother and father. They come to see me last week. You ought to have seen their faces when they saw this. You ought to have seen them. Blimey, what a palace. Buckhouse you know, Mr. Carson, you could put everybody from our flats in here and nobody know the difference. Why don't you belt up? Hey? Belt up? Yeah, shove it. Oh.
What's your name?
Jones?
Met you when I come down here last time, didn't I?
Right.
With Henderson.
That's Henderson over there.
Yeah, I know. He's the big boss round here, isn't he?
Oh, no, sir. Mr. Wilson. He's the boss. But what do you think of cryonics? Oh, it's not an E, it's a science. You see, there's these blokes in America who reckon they'll soon be able to raise the dead.
Shut up, hero.
What do you call him?
Hero, he don't listen, see?
He's got wax in his
Now
ears.
me, I'm an
And
actual
everybody?
Was the guard just told me.
Maybe.
You know, I knew a school once where all the boys went by Indian names. You know, like Lame Horse and Thundercloud, that sort of thing.
What was that?
Well, it was a sort of a nick, really.
Ah, kid stuff.
Oh, I
You've
don't know,
got
it
to
can be a
be
bit of a
joking.
laugh when...
Glad to see you're all right, sir. We heard about your accident.
Yeah.
Could have been nasty.
You stay the night, sir.
Yeah, maybe.
You can maybe help him if you like, for a drop. Never so good at the white Funny. You're like Loponic syndrome. That's what you are. What's that? He's got his wires twisted to his brain.
Oh, you're a bit late, aren't you? What's your name?
Polly. Wait.
What are you good at?
Me?
Keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, it's about all.
He's a good boy.
are they doing?
Oh, mucking about, Dad.
What?
Nothing. Ow! Gate's open! What's wrong? Hurt myself on the bloody brick!
Who's he? New master?
No, friend of Mr. Wilson's.
Who?
Doesn't matter. Care to join us, sir?
What are you doing?
Practicing. For the school sports.
Oh.
Yeah, watch it, you nut. That's not wood, you know. Okay, let's go.
Call it a feeling if you like, but they're up to something.
How do you know?
Tell me about this kid Pollitt.
He's a local boy. His father's a widower. A night watchman down the road. Boy got himself into trouble just after his mother died, was taken into care.
And Henderson?
Different kettle of fish altogether. Broken home, neither parent wanted him. Let him run wild, usual story. He was...
What's the time?
1:45.
You got a torch?
What for?
What about a little tour of inspection?
You still don't believe me, then?
Prove me wrong.
Well, the torch on the table. Can you bring it?
Lead on, Florence Nightingale.
They're all here.
And for another?
I don't know that I want to.
It's a funny thing for a bloke in your position to say.
I've got to trust them. They're here to learn about growing up. You can't do that if I'm forever breathing down their necks like some antiquated nanny.
Well, what do they do?
I don't know.
Well, what do they say they do?
I say they go tracking with Henderson. Do some cooking in the woods.
An old-up motorist?
No, of course not.
You take a lot on bleeding trust, mate.
So perhaps you could do with a little more.
Sir, I just
Where the hell have you been?
Oh, good evening, Mr. Carson. I'm sorry, sir. Jenkins borrowed the school van and we had a blowout. Then we had trouble changing the tyre, but we're all back now, sir. But I thought I'd better tell you...
You'll all report to me at 7:30 in the morning. Now get out.
Yes, sir. Good night, Mr. Carson.
Borrowed the school van.
A little lighter.
Well, where have you been? You ready?
Yes, please, Harry.
Paul, it probably wasn't even loaded.
I wouldn't be too sure. I wouldn't put anything past those kids. I told you what happened last night. They're up to something.
But Wilson doesn't agree with you.
Do you think he may be lying?
I don't think he's lying exactly. It's...
Just covering up for them, eh?
Well, I don't know, do I? I mean, he may be behind it, but I don't think so.
Where do they go when they go out at night?
He says he don't know.
He says he doesn't know what they get up to when they get there, either.
We could find out if they held up any more cars last night.
Just a minute. They took Morgan's car, didn't they?
Yes.
What sort was it? Did the paper
Oh,
say?
I don't know. The police would know.
Steve, could you find out for me? Chances are it was a fast one. Hello there. Same again, please.
Thank you, sir.
Well, how are things on the feather front these days? Everything quiet?
So they tell me. Mind you, it looks as they're up to other things now. The local quarry was raided last night.
Really? What's taken?
I don't know. Jim Pollitt was just telling me that. Jim?
Hey?
He's the caretaker at the factory down the road. Reckons he heard the hullabaloo. Job was done in 3 minutes, according to the foreman. Stuff was there 1 minute, gone the next. The gentleman was just asking how much was taken from the quarry last night.
That's very kind of him.
It's his hearing, you see, son.
Must have been quite a hullabaloo if he could hear it.
Sam, Morgan was driving a Rover 2000.
Yeah, same as mine. All the better, Clark.
No.
Nice, Pollitt.
Steve, you go up to the quarry and scout around, see what you can find.
Feathers?
Anything. What are you going to do, Sammy?
I'll check with Wilson. I don't like the idea of all that dynamite on the loose anyway.
Yeah. So if you find anything, phone Sammy at the school.
What are you going to do?
Look for my chum with the shotgun.
Mr. Clark, Mr. Sandler Matron. Thanks a lot. Your time's nearly up. No. We can do without you, you know. No, you can't. Oh, yes. All we've got to do is phone your old man ourselves. He won't come. He will. If I tell him you're in trouble. He won't believe you. He'll believe us. Well, what sort of a father would he be if he didn't? You've got till this evening to change your mind.
I'm looking for Mr. Wilson. Do you know where he is?
Oh, he's gone to Guildford, sir. Won't be back till late tonight.
What about the other members of the staff?
All off duty.
Well, who's on duty?
Mr. Wilson, sir.
And he's in Guildford.
That's right.
What about you two? Shouldn't you be at work or something?
No, sir. It's Thursday afternoon. We never go to work on Thursday afternoon.
Why not?
We go swimming with Mr. Wilson, sir.
And he's in Guildford.
Yes, sir.
What about the rest of the boys?
Still at school?
When will they be back?
For another half an hour yet.
And the rest of the staff?
Not till late. Oh, there's cook, what's her name? Mrs. Rolls. She might be able to help you. No, she's making the tea and she doesn't like to be disturbed.
Does Mr. Wilson often clear off when he's supposed to be on duty?
Not often, sir. I nearly said not often enough. But then we don't always know what the headmaster gets up to. Do we, sir?
You don't say much, do you?
What's the good of talking?
You ask why we hate the white man. His promises are words in the wind, but I say we shall return. Yes, we shall return. That is our dream. Supreme.
Red Gap School.
Sammy? It's Steve. I'm at the quarry. Look, I found what we wanted. Tire marks and a campfire. Feathers?
Good. I'll try and get hold of Paul.
I don't think you're going to get hold of anybody, Mr. Carson, sir.
I'll strike a bargain with you. Half your sausages and I'll light the fire.
All right, fellas. Now, I've played along with you. Now, how much longer is this game going to last?
This is no game, mister.
I'll bloody do you!
Let the tribe decide. Kill him! 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 Kill
I always think food tastes best like this. Do you know, when I was a kid, I couldn't understand why everybody didn't cook this way. Hey, make yourself useful. Get some bread out, will you? I'm starving. I haven't eaten since breakfast. You've really done this place out very well, haven't you? It's a real Indian settlement. Whose idea was it? Yours? Henderson's.
Henderson? What do you know about him?
Well, I don't actually know him. I've heard of him, though. The Big White Chief. There we are. I think they're ready. Here, cop hold. No, 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 not like that. You'll burn yourself. Get some bread. You're not much good as an Indian warrior, are you?
Don't matter to me.
Oh, you're not interested in the Indian bit, then? Who is?
The whole school.
What, everyone? Well, no wonder they could move that tree trunk.
I'll tell you this. If they touch a hair on my old man's head, I'll kill them! I'll kill them!
Just... Chris! Chris, don't be an idiot! Chris!
Now you all know what to do. The car's hidden where we left it, and I've moved the stuff into the back. And when Pollock's old man has opened the gates, you follow us in. And where's the shotgun?
I ain't got it.
For God's sake!
You said you were going to...
Where the hell is
it? Must be in the
Get
house.
it!
No! Nobody move.
You couldn't do it.
Try me.
Take him!
What about the Indian gear?
Not this time. This is for real! Come on!
I can't do no more. I ain't got the key to the safe, have I?
We don't need no keys, Mr. Polly. We made our own preparations. Come on, get the detonators connected and I'll make a bang.
You're mad, mad, all
Shut up!
You don't know what you're doing. You'll kill a lot of us.
And get the terminals right. Well, you needn't worry, need you? You won't be here.
What?
Your son's gonna do it. Unless, of course, you don't want him to do it. I mean, you can do it yourself if you like.
Scram it, Edison, it's the law.
Can't get this bleeding thing fixed.
I'll kill you for this.
You won't have chance, boy. And you're finished yet. Come on.
Back on him. Back again. Break it up. Get out of you.
Leave me alone. I'll murder him.
Shut up, shut up. Now get your father out of here. Come
Yeah,
on.
go on, get the old fool out of here.
No, please, Chris. That's the trouble, isn't it? His father. And that's what you can't stand. Chris has a father.
Drop dead.
It's not the money you're interested
You
in.
tell me.
It's revenge.
You're balmy. Okay. Now drop the gun.
Not on your life.
You may as well. It's not loaded. We fired off the second barrel as you came in. Well, if you don't believe me, have a look.
Well. So what now? We'll go with you?
Keep away from me. Keep away. I hate you all. I hate you, you bastards. I hate you all.
All right, Henderson. Why don't you kill us all if that's what you want? You know, you chose a splendid symbol for your cause, the Indian. Only they had courage. They had faith. The finest resistance fighters of them all. Don't spoil it with hatred.
Keep away from me.
All right, go ahead.
No!
I'm afraid your braves couldn't even connect the detonators properly. Come on, lad. You know, not all our promises are words in the wind.
But we shall return, Mr. Temple. That's my dream.
End of Sioux Uprising.